Yo, what's good? Wesley Paul here, back with another one, and today is the second installment of the mini series where we are talking about drums. In the first episode, we just spoke about where you can get some free drum kits from, and today we are going to have a look in the software to see what we can do with these drum sounds. Now, this is going to be mostly aimed towards beginners and new users of MPC Beats / MPC software. So if you are more experienced, this might not be for you, but feel free to stick around if you want to. So let's have a look. So in the software here, let's talk about the probably one of the most obvious ones first. Is using 16 levels. Now, I like using 16 levels on things like hi-hats and perks and things like that because it helps me to get a nice sound or a nice groove going. So I've got a kit loaded up, which is the same kit from the last video. What you would need to do is press on a pad, that you want to. I want my hi-hat, basically. My hi-hat is on pad 3. I press on pad 3. I then press on 16 levels. Now, for me, 16 level works nicely when you have 16 pads. So if you've got like an MPC and you've got 16 pads, it works a bit easier. But if you're using, I don't know, maybe a MIDI keyboard and you've only got 8 pads, that's fine. You can still do this with 8 pads. Or what you can do as well, like I showed in the previous video, you can use your keyboard on your laptop or your computer, and you can use those as drum pads as well, essentially. Okay, so let's start off with velocity. If I press on my first pad, it's quite low, as opposed to my 16th pad where it gets louder. So everywhere in between, as you go through the pads, it gets louder. Yeah, let's put it on note repeat and hear how it sounds like that. Yeah, so that's one way you can use it with velocity. Tune, I like using tune as well. The lower the pad, that's the lowest pad. That's pad 16. Probability, this one's interesting. So the lower the pad, the less MIDI notes it plays. So if I press on my first pad, I'm pressing my pad and holding it down now, you can't hear anything. If I press on my 16th pad, it's playing all of the MIDI notes. So in between, so now if I press on my 8th pad, yeah, so you can hear it skipping some. If I play, just say like, I don't know, my 13th pad, it's playing more notes, but still skipping some. Yeah, so it's a little bit like a randomizer, sort of, a little bit. And then you have ratchet, which is good if you want to do like your hi-hat rolls. So if I press on my first pad, it just plays it as normal. If I press my 16th pad, you're getting one heck of a roll right there. Yeah, let's go through some of them. Yeah. So that's what 16 levels is really good for. So let's come away from that now. So the next thing we're going to do is go over into program edit and see what we can do in here. So we've got our kick, right? Oops, sorry. So we press on our kick. We're going to move this over. Now, just say you've got your kick and you want it to hit harder. If you look at your drum effects here, you've got a soft clipper. Soft clipper, as a lot people might tell you, put that on your kick and it makes it, hit that a little bit harder. Now, obviously, if you've got your own separate soft clipper, you can put that on an insert. If you come over here, and then on your drum, you can put a soft clipper on here, but you don't actually need to, because you can literally just come into program edit and just put it on here, and you've got 8 different effects that you can put on your drums. Yeah, so put that on, but just say you put that on, you want to take away some low end. If you come back over here to filter, and then you've got where it says low 2, that's like a low pass filter. So if I turn it all the way up, And if I turn it down, you hear that? Yeah. And then what I will do is I'll show you something else. What is really cool about using the effects on this side. If I just quickly record something in. Okay, just a simple 4x4 kick. Should we turn this up a bit? So make it sound a bit housey. Alright, so what you can do is, so you don't have to leave this on low, by the way, on like low pass. You just, let's try it on band pass. We'll put that there, and hear what it sounds like. That's it all the way turned up. Yeah, but the good thing about this, yeah, what you can do is all of these effects here, you can put automation on them. Yeah, so if you look in the top corner here, where that automation, where it's green, it says read, so it's not going to record or it's not going to write any automation. If you turn it to red, so what I'm going to do now is press play from the start, and I'm going to record some automation on this kick that I just put in. Yeah, now I'm going to put that automation back to read, press play. Yeah, so you can put automation on any of these effects. If even over the ones on this side, you can do your cutoff. You can put those effects in there as well. If you don't like it, you can always press undo, or if you go past the point where you can't press undo, just highlight it all, press delete, and then that will get rid of it. Okay. Another thing that you can do is, let's have a look at another type of sound now. So let's go back to main and let's look at some perks. So you got a perk on there. So just say if you want to layer that, you press and hold shift, and then you will choose some other sounds that you want. I'm just going to put that on there and drag it on, and then you can have 4 different sounds on one pad. So I'm just adding any random perks on there now. So now if I press, it's playing all 4 of those perks at the same time. Yeah, so that's how you layer. But just say if you don't want to necessarily layer it, but you want it to play each sound one by one. So if we come back over into program edit, yeah, if you look here, it says velocity. So that's why it's just playing all of them together when it's on velocity. If I move over to cycle and press the same pad, all I'm doing is pressing the same pad over and over, and it's cycling through the different sounds that are on that pad. Let's put no repeat back on. Yeah. And what's even more cool is, yeah, to the other side of velocity, you have random. Yeah. So it plays the same 4 sounds, but randomly. Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, so then let's look at some other things we can do. So just say you still got your kicks here, playing a bit low. If you want to split some of these, let me just do this one, highlight it, press Control/, it splits it in 2. And if you keep pressing /, it will keep doing it until it can't do it anymore. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a mad roll there. Yeah, So it's playing it a bit low. Undo that. What you can do as well is if you come up to the menu, go to edit, go to track, go to split events, and then here you can choose how many times it splits it. So you might want it to split it 9 times, and then it'll be like that. So then it's split 9 times. So obviously this works on any MIDI. It doesn't just have to be drums. And there you go. Those are just some little techniques and stuff that you can do with your drums within the software. So I'm going to end that one there. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next one, where what I'm going to do is give you a little cheat code. I'm going to show you some how to use MIDI drums within the software. See what you can do with that. So yeah, stay tuned, watch out for that one. Take care, see you soon.